Hello, ladies and gentlemen, back again for some more airships. This time I thought I'd do something a bit different. The amount of times I've played this game and done a playthrough, and chat to people here and things like that, and it's good fun. But I thought it's getting to the point when I've done a lot of the stuff that I've already done. I've designed some ships, I've done like some let's builds and some playthroughs and conquests and things like that. And conquests always seem to be a little tricky at times, but they're good fun. But basically, what I thought I'd do this time is like something different, like a kind of battle royale, if you will. Now, what I've done with this is I've actually got a book here that I've made some notes in, so you'll have to bear with me at some point. I've actually called it a Battle Royale Extreme, but anyway, what I've done is I've basically gone through some of the most popular ships that I could find on the Steam library, and I've gone for the most popular from all time, not just like this week or this month or 3 months, whatever it is, and I've taken out from 4 categories. I've got battleships, aircraft carriers, I've got land ships, and I've got buildings. Now, there's going to be 2 on 2 within reason, because sometimes some of the ships are a bit more expensive. So with that, I've added another ship in to help. But I found that if you have 2 ships that say one that's say 3,000 against another one that's sort of 1,500. If you put another one in of the same price to make it 1,500, so it's 3,000 versus 3,000, it can be a little bit unfair on the singular ship, because I'm not really too sure. It's not exactly like I've extensively tested it or anything like that, but basically there's 2 ships, there's 2 targets, the ships can move around, and they can, it makes it very difficult for the one ship against the 2. So what I've done instead of that is I've kind of added another ship in about half the price ish, and like it's not exactly going to be an exact science this, but I'm not intending it to be. I'm just going to try and have as many sort of ships in similar classes battle against each other as I can. So first of all, I've got first battle is going to be between. Well, let's have a look. I'm going to add an airship. The first one is going to be HMS Invincible. Okay. Now the HMS Invincible is one of the highest rated ships you can find on the actual list. If I can find it here, HMS Invincible. Here we go. And I added it because it looked pretty cool. It looks like it's supposed to be designed like like an actual, as you can see here, it looks like an actual ship from like Second World War II, because I believe the HMS Invincible it wasn't the Bismarck, was it? That was a British ship, the HMS Invincible, I think. I might be wrong. And what I'm going to do, the HMS Invincible, just to give you a bit of background, is an old design by Captori, I believe it is, and it's about it's what, $7,194. So with that, I'm going to put that against the HMS Titan. There's the HMS Titan. Is it the HMS Titan? Yeah, HMS Titan, which is somewhere around here. Let's go for cost, because I know. Oh, is it going to let me do that? Cost. So. Yeah, HMS Titan 9375, that should be. So we need to go right down the bottom here and find 93. Oh no, it was a Titan 1, sorry. No, see, that's $9,375. Okay, because there's a bit of a mismatch there, I'm going to add another one. Now this ship here, first of all, to let you know, is actually HMS Titan. Is the it's a cataclystic ship done by Mr. Cataclystic himself. So it's a very well designed ship, obviously, but there's a little bit of a price gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to make it more or less even. So I'm going to add another ship here. Now this ship is going to be called the HMS Improbable. So let's do the name. We'll go HMS in... Is that what it's called? Maybe it was called the ZZZ Improbable. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I've already written down these, scribbled down these notes. So, let's do money again, because I know where it is and how much it is then. It is... It's about 1,000 or so. Where is it? Here, around about here. Here we go. It's a ZZZ HMS Improbable. So I added this because I thought it looked pretty cool. This is another cataclystic ship. Most of the ships that I'll be adding will either be mine or cataclysms or cataclystic ships from his design pack. Now the HMS Invincible is an old design, so it doesn't actually use any mods, but it is, you know, it is a very well put together ship. So now, also, just to let you know, I'm going to put smart AI on, and I'm not actually going to be fighting these battles. I'm going to let the AI fight out themselves, and we'll see who wins. Now the problem with this is that I have to press start and then change these two on this side over super quick to so that they have some AI controls. So basically at the minute we've got Captori versus Captori's design here with a little bit of help versus Cataclystic, one of Cataclystic's design. So let's start and quickly, if it lets me do it, AI control. There we go. So, oh, it's taken a bit of a beating already. Cataclystic ships, looks like they hit him pretty hard there. Oh, this little ship, it's a very interesting little ship. But there we go. So look, oh, is he going to ram him? Oh, it looks like he's boarding as well. He's been boarded. Are they boarding each other? Is it over already? It looks like they're trying to board his ship. Is that right? No, somebody's boarding somebody. I think they've been boarded here and they're trying to reboard this one. Oh, he's gone down. Ammunition is about to blow. My goodness. This ship looks like it's been boarded. And yeah, it was a very quick battle there. Oh dear. So the HMS Invincible and the HMS Improbable survived, and it was a very, very short-lived, very short-lived there. But anyway, so the HMS, which was Invincible, basically has won. So I'm going to put that as the winner there. Just I'm going to make some notes, because next time what I might do is I might put some of the winners against each other, like some of the battleships against some of the airships and things like that. So anyway, so HMS Invincible at 1 there, so I'm going to put a W above the name. So that was the winner there. Now next, let me just take a quick drink. Let's just leave this here. Next we have aircraft carriers. Now we've got the Zion aircraft carrier first of all, which will be, let's do name. There we go. It's going to be down here a little way. So Zion class. This is Zion class carrier. Is one of Dagio's. He didn't actually put if he had any mods on there, but it seems to work. So it's actually used cataclystic shapes, as you can see here, which I didn't have a chance to check. But so at the minute we've got Dagio's Zion class airship carrier. As you can see, he's got a lot of ships on there. And I'm actually going to add one of mine. I know I haven't got exactly got the top designs here, but you know, so my one's going to be Tender Mother Hussar. Yes. So I'm going to put that in as well. Where's it? Tender. We've got the Tender Bombardo. That's back. Tender Mother Hussar. Now this isn't exactly technically like an airship like this, like an airship carrier, but it is kind of like a Hussar carrier. So I'm not, so I mean, he has a whole string of Hussars underneath here, which is a little disconcerting. But basically, his is actually $6,802 dollars versus my $850 Sorry, $8,597. So I'm going to add one of Cataclystic's ships. So add airship, and it's going to be called the Vermiformula, something or other, which I believe is a ZZZ Formula, something or other. Vermiformula. It's just down here. Here we go. Vermiformulator show off. So we'll add that, and we'll put that on this side here, which is I added this one because I thought it's quite interesting. Cool sort of design, quite different. So yeah, let's do that, and then let's see what happens then, I guess. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath. I think I'm going to lose quite badly, but here we go. So oh, that's the death ray at the top. Oh, I've got to put AI in control on, can't forget that. My mistake. But there we go. So as you can see, we've got this sort of dogfighting almost going on in the middle here, and my thrusters at the back already look like they're about to blow up. I think all my hussars are already down, and I've turned around, and yeah, I'm getting hounded by the Zion's by the Zion's ships, like biplanes. But he's actually on fire. I look like I'm about to blow up, but oh no, he's put himself out. So flip round again, coming in for another attack. All of my hussars are down. It looks like he still has a lot of his airships, his biplanes, you know, flying around. But there is a big fire now spreading. This guy is still going strong, the Vermiformula, whatever it was. And yeah, basically, so far, it's yeah, I was going to say it's anyone's game, but it looks like I'm going for a little bit of a nap down here. My ship is. Oh dear. So yeah, there we go. He's coming back up again though. He's coming back up. If we can just take out this guy, we might have a chance. But I still don't think we're going to be able to take out these little guys, the biplanes. I mean, I don't think I have much in the way of like anti-aircraft on here, but there is a lot of fire all over the place on both of the ships. This guy is just kind of rolling around, not really doing much. Oh, there's some large chunks of my ship just fell down then, and oh, that was a oh, he looks like he looks like he's down. He's lost suspendium. There's fire all over the place. My ship is in the midst of just basically pure black smoke, though. There's not really much. Going on. Oh, he's back up. He's back up, and but he's still on fire massively. My ship's holding on. It's not doing. Neither of them are doing too badly, considering. Considering my ship's getting hounded by all of his ships, which are blatantly much better prepared than my own. My hussars, just ammunition's about to blow. Whose ammunition is it going to be? Is it going to be his? Oh look! Oh no! We're both going down. It looks like we saved it right at the last second there. Oh no! He's going to go again. Oh no! Oh, this isn't good. Oh no! And I'm a flaming wreck on the floor. So at the moment, it looks like Dagos. I hope I didn't just say something wrong there. Who is it? Zion. Yeah, I was immobile. The Mother Hussar got beaten by Dagios, Zion class carrier. Well done, Dagio. I'll put you down as a winner there. Okay, so there we have it. So that's the playthrough number 2 there at the moment. So let's go to the next one. Let's go for some combat. This next one is going to be some land ships, and it's going to be something which I thought was quite funny called the crab logger. So add a land ship, right? So where was it? Crab logger. Here we go. Add. So we'll put the crab logger here. So we've got one land ship here. This looks pretty cool. I mean, I just like the look of its design. It's, you know, I'm not entirely sure exactly what what it does. I mean, this land bridge bit thing here is a bit strange, but I mean, it's got some structural supports. You know, it looks pretty strong. Looks like it could kind of hold its own. And then we've got some anti-air and some other sort of various guns, but it doesn't seem to have many guns on the front, but it's got some long-range cannons as well. And this is the crab logger is actually made by somebody called, it's a very strange name, Estonia Ball's workshop. And he uses cataclystic expansion plus the cataclystic shapes. Now the next one we're going to be using is called, and this one is $5,600. So we're going to add another land ship now, and this one's going to be called the Maker. Now the Maker here, as you can see, it looks much more hardcore. So not saying that it is going to be, but I mean this one is actually a bit more expensive as well. So the Maker is actually $7,764, and it's from Old Tom's workshop, and it uses Doc Peabody's workshop. And I think that was it, and then just the normal sort of stuff. So, so there we have that one. But because there's there's sort of nearly £2,000 difference, we're going to add another. No, we don't want to do that. We want to add another land ship, and it's actually going to be called the Clockwork Revisited, I believe. But that's going to be the ZZZ Clockwork, which is spelt very strangely. Another cataclystic expansion from Cataclysm. And as you can see, it's spelled a little strange. It's about $1,000, which, considering is about 2,000, just 2,000 and some change difference. It's, you know, so I've been trying to do add an extra ship that's about half as much again. So we'll add that. It's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. I didn't even realise how small this was. I need to flip this so it's at least facing the right way. Will that not? There we go. So. Now we've got these two ships here. So we've got Crab Logger versus the Clockwork Revisited, and we've got the Maker. Now, should be interesting. Zoom out. I think, yeah, I think this one might actually beat this one, but you never know. They're some of the top designs of all time. So. There might be a reason why the Crab Logger is there. We might be hiding some surprises. But let's start, and we'll add the AI controls. So at the minute, not really much happening. These guys have got some guns that can't really do anything. I think this is more anti sort of air, really. He's firing a lot of, oh goodness. These may have not been sort of matched up properly. I mean, I should have gone with someone with a bit more sort of clout. I mean, he's facing the wrong way, and I'm not entirely sure why. He seems to have a lot more cannons on the front there. This guy, however, is incredibly slow. Oh, he's got some men who are sort of going out, and it looks like some of them have got caught up here. Either they look like they're trying to actually physically turn the wheels themselves. Yeah, basically, at the moment it looks like the Crab Logger is not doing so well. I may have mismatched this one just slightly with these two, but these big cannons, they look pretty hefty. I mean, these, oh goodness. And it's not exactly moving very quickly either. It looks like there might be some fire. Yeah, fire. Oh, he's getting boarded by the Crab Logger's men. Was he boarded? No, he looks like he was repelled somehow. I'm not entirely sure how, but anyway, that was the Crab Logger's secret attack by the looks of things. Now it doesn't look like they can get past this suspendium, which, you know, is neither good nor bad, really, because, I mean, if this guy turned around, he'd have some proper cannons to fire with, but he doesn't seem to want to for some reason. So I'm going to speed this up a touch, because I believe this is going to be a bit of a one-way fight from here on out. So let's speed it up a bit more. There we go. And yeah, the Crab Logger, unfortunately, looks like it's just slowly, rather painfully, getting destroyed by the Maker. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness. That was one hell of an explosion. Just took everybody out basically. Now the clockwork is only a little. Oh, it looked like the boarding again, but it looks like they're getting repelled pretty easily. Yeah, they get repelled pretty easily there. So just a little clockwork guy left to go, and it looks like he is pretty screwed when he's facing this guy. Now, are these guys coming into board? It looks like they are. It looks like the maker's got some boarding guys as well, maybe. And then they're going to go and board here. Yeah, they're boarding this part. They're boarding this ship here for some reason. Looks like they're fighting. It looks like it's over. Yep. Yeah. There you go. So the maker hardly even scratched there. So the maker was the winner there. But hey, Keplin. Hi Keplin. How you doing? Nice to meet you. So what we do today, Keplin, is we're doing like a battle royale. Hey Babes, how you doing? We're doing like a little battle royale here between some of the top or the most subscribed and most sort of liked sort of airships, land ships, and buildings. We've already done the battleships, aircraft carriers, and we've just done the land ships. And the land ships, it was a little bit of a mismatch. I mean, why this hasn't actually ended yet, I'm not sure. So I'm going to leave. So basically, the maker just destroyed. There was one called it was the crab logger versus the maker. So it's not exactly exact science, but we're trying to sort of pick the sort of top workshop creators, sort of creations against each other, just for some fun, really. So next one is going to be buildings, and I've got two buildings here that I'm going to pit against each other. One is the wall. The wall is actually bring on the wall. No, the wall is by the almighty Loaf Bloke Workshop, and it didn't seem like it had any. It didn't say whether it had any mods, but it doesn't seem like it does. So this one is a huge wall type of thing here. So I'm going to place them pretty close to each other like that. And then the next one I was going to pit that against is going to be the wall is actually $5,764, and we're going to go for the anti-land craft, which looked quite interesting. That was by Darkosaurus Rex's workshop. So at a building here. Where was it? What was it called? Anti-land craft. Now I'm going to flip that as well. Now, because there's a bit of a difference in price, the anti-land craft is only $3,039. I'm going to add in an old faithful called the Silent Watcher here, because it's about half the price of the difference, and I think that kind of seems kind of fairish. But I mean, the amount of cannons that this guy's got, I can't see. I can just, I mean, but you know, you never know if they hit some vital areas. It looks like he's got a load of defense as well. I mean, these are sort of not exactly the best to pit against each other, but it's quite interesting. So let's see what happens. As they say, let's put smart. I forgot to do that last time. Let's put smart AI on and AI control, and let's see what happens. Oh goodness, it's like the 4th of July. They are, look at the amount of cannons the wall has. It's just absolutely, it's an absolute wrecker. So total cost of each side is visible on the top of the map in the middle. Oh, thanks for Baze. That's handy to know. Like I was saying with the cost, I didn't want to get it exactly equal costs. When you've got more than one target, it kind of adds, I think, yeah, when setting up, yeah, sure. I think it adds like for example, there's 2 targets on the screen right now, and that's against with the wall. You've got the, oh goodness, it's just been totally wiped out. Like I say, though, this is kind of a bit of a test. It's not exactly an exact. Oh my god, and the wall isn't even scratched yet. Oh dear, but this isn't exactly an exact science. But I think if there's more than one target, oh god, that was a bit of a loss there for for what was it? Anti-landcraft. So I think the Wolves won this one. I'll just chalk that one up to the wall, because if there's more than one target, it's kind of more difficult for this, you know, the single person against, you know, the two, because you have to spread out their attack a bit. But yeah, I think this is a bit of a foregone conclusion. I mean, look at how many cannons he's still got. Look at all these guys in here. They're just motoring backwards and forwards as well. Okay, so that was so far the actual battle list, the battle royale. We had the HMS Invincible against the Titan, which was Captories, and that won. That beat the Titan and the HMS Improbable. Then we had the Zion class carrier versus the Tender Mother Hussar, which, you know, Zion class beat my design Tender Hussar. And then we had the Crablonger versus the Maker. I mean, that was just, you know, goes without saying. And then we've got we had the Wall versus the anti-land landcraft, and that beat you know, they just absolutely destroyed them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pit the winners against each other. So I'm not going to worry too much about the money. I might have to sort of do a little bit of adjustments, but I haven't had time to sort of think about adjustments and things like that for this kind of part of it. But it should be quite interesting still. So first of all, we're going to do the aircraft carrier versus the battleships. So it's going to be the HMS Invincible versus the Zion class carrier. So let's add that in here. So we're going to have the HMS Invincible, which is 7194, and it's out of Captories Workshop, like so. And then we're going to put that against the Zion class, which is going to be no, it's not going to be too far down actually, is it? Because it's going to be here, which is 6,802. Now there's only really kind of about 300, 400 difference between them, like money wise, as you'll see when this goes up. Yeah, there we go. See, there's not really too much difference monetary wise. Oh, yeah, very good for base. It's just there. Thank you. So I'm going to move. I'm going to flip that because I think that's forwards. Is that right? No. That is forwards, like that. Now these are sort of different kind of classes, but it'd be interesting to see what happens against, like, basically an all-out sort of dreadnought style, battleship style kind of design against like the aircraft carrier. So let's get started, and I'll put AI control over, and let's see who wins. So he's got his hussars, or his mini hussars, kind of launching. I don't think these are quite hussars, but they're something similar. Kind of launching against the HMS Invincible. Let's put the outside view on like this. And then the HMS Invincible is moving above it though, which I'm not sure if, I mean, that's pretty interesting. They've got some, they're still launching ships. They're still launching their biplanes. They've got fire over here already. He's taken down pretty much all of the HMS, sorry, the Zion class is biplanes, etc. They didn't last very long, but he seems to be launching more. So you have got fire on the HMS Invincible. There's not much on the Zion at the moment, but I've still got my money on the HMS Invincible, I think, you know, personally. Oh, look at that. That was a real crash there. It just seems harder to kill. I don't know why. I mean, the thing is, once it's lost its ships, it doesn't tend to have much. Oh, is it going down? No, it doesn't tend to have much sort of in the terms of attack or defense left to it, really. And for some reason, it's facing the other way. Turn round. And it's taking a pounding now. It's trying to go underneath it to try and get away from it, I think, a bit. But like, it's just going to move and flip and give him a hard time from over this side here. Yeah, as soon as that flips around, I reckon he'll go on this pass, even though he's got fire on his ship. I think he's a goner. Let's speed it up a touch. It's getting a little repetitive. He's still got an hussar. I don't know. It's a difficult one. There, but yeah, he's gone basically. The Zion class fought hard, but the Invincible has won the day. So there we have it. Yeah, I think that, yeah, it's a fort. Yeah, the day is ours. Okay. So out of these two, we had the winner. I'm going to just jot this down quickly. So, so this is good. We'll call this the semi-finals. The winner of the semi-finals was the HMS Invincible. So HMS Invincible. Okay. Now we've done those two. What we're going to do next is we're going to pit a building against the winner of the buildings against the winner of the so add a land ship. The winner of the land ship battles, which was a clear winner, which was the Maker. Now the Maker, oh, that's one of my old ones. The Maker here is 7,764, I think it is. Yeah, 7,764. And then we've got the building here, which was the wall, which is only 5,000. 5,007. But you know, there's exactly 2,000 difference. And I've got a feeling that this might be a bit of a mismatch. Small airship hussars, slightly bigger airships is a buzzer. Ah, so the more small airship is a hussar, the slightly bigger airships are the buzzers. I see. Okay. So that last battle, when you saw the little ships, I think they were the hussars, and the bigger ones are the buzzer. Right. So let's put smart AI on. This is going to be interesting. I think we know who's going to win. I don't know actually. I don't know who's going to win. Let's find out. AI control. And let's. Oh my goodness, that is really. I mean, I would have thought he would have moved forward a bit, but that is really sort of an impressive volley he has there. He's moving up now. He looks like he's going to move and flip. If you can get, I mean, I shouldn't have really done that because it sort of gives him a bit of a disadvantage here, really. But I mean, I guess that would be the sort of thing that somebody would do in the real game anyway. So, speed. It's incredibly slow moving. It's like. Yeah. Oh God! Already he's had a big chunk taken out of one of the front there. I mean, he's got a lot of guns on the back as well. That's the difference with between these kind of two sort of types of you know the land ship versus the building is that the buildings are usually facing one way with all of their. You know, or 90%, you know, usually of their kind of, oh, they're getting boarded. Let's have a quick look here. Are they going to win? Are they going to get boarded? Looks like it's, oh no, I think they're getting seen, oh no, yeah, they've got a lot of defense here, so I'm pretty sure they'll see that off. I mean, I have yet to see the Maker even get dented. I mean, it doesn't seem like it can even actually get over this thing. It's such a huge lump. So I have a feeling that this is going to be over pretty soon, and the Maker. Oh, is he going to try again? I mean, is he going to try and flip and give? I mean, what does he have on the back here? He has a lot of guns on the back, but he can't seem to even get over this bit here. His front is just scraping the thing. It's so it's so kind of massive. He's going to try again though. He looks like he's trying to ram this bit of dirt down a little bit. Will he do it? No. I'm going to speed this up a bit because it does seem like it's taken quite the while. He's got another guy here running in commando style. I wonder if he's going to try himself to board it. Oh, there's some fire. Oh no, maybe not. Here he comes. Yeah, it lasted about 30 seconds in there in real life. He wasn't exactly Rambo. So yeah, let's speed this up a touch more because I feel like this is a foregone conclusion. I mean, this Maker is just invincible. It seems. Is it going to be... Oh, they tried to board him again briefly. He's got fire. I've got fire on the wall. I wonder if this is what, like, basically what the end of the Game of Thrones will be. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that hole it left. Wow. So the Maker has won. So the semi-finals, number 1 was won by the HMS Invincible. Semi-finals number 2 was won by it was the Maker. So equals Maker. Okay, cool. Now this is going to be the final, and this is a bit of a mismatch, I feel, but you never know. Let's put the HMS Invincible here. Let's add that guy here against the LAN ship, which is going to be obviously the Maker. So we'll flip him, put him here. Let's move him so he doesn't cause any damage if he drops down. Put the smart AI on. It's a shame we can't move him a bit closer, really. No, it'll be okay. Move him here. He is kind of behind some stuff. No, it should be okay. And we'll move this guy a bit closer here, maybe. And then we'll put smart AI on, and we will start an AI control. Now, there's already some fire on the HMS Invincible. I mean, the HMS Invincible really didn't take any damage up until this point, and now he looks like he's going to try and ram his way through these suspension blocks for some reason, and probably, yeah, do some serious damage to his front. That was not smart AI. I mean, people say that's smart AI, but I really don't think that is very smart AI. So at the moment, the Maker is yet to look look like it's taken any damage of any kind whatsoever. The HMS Invincible still looks pretty invincible, but it's waning. And oh my goodness, yeah, with these cannons, it looks like he's lost two of the cannons on the front here, though, unless that's just glitched. So what we've got here is we've got... Oh, there's a bit of fire there. They look like they're being boarded. Oh, would they board it? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so this could be the end for the HMS Invincible here. Let's speed it up a touch. Oh, bullseye! Oh dear! Oh no, that looks like they've taken some damage here at the back. The HMS, sorry, the Maker is actually getting destroyed now, chunk by chunk. HMS Invincible could pull this out of nowhere, which would be one for the books, I think. Well, maybe not one for the books, but it'd be pretty impressive if they do. So speed it up a touch again. We don't want to sit here watching this continuously on slow-mo. Suspendium chambers offline. It looks like they're kind of busying themselves. Are these guys going to go in for attack? Oh, it looks like he's rammed himself into there for some reason, and he's landed on top of the ship. Are these trying to move? They're just sitting on top of each other. This could be somewhat of a stalemate here. This could lead to some kind of rematch at some point. Maybe not this evening, but maybe another point. But it looks like the HMS Invincible is just sitting on top of the Maker, and I'm not sure we're going to have a clear winner here. It could still be a draw if they feel honourable enough. Yeah, it could still be a draw if they feel honourable enough. That's for sure. But it looks like it is actually a draw. I think we can't really do much more on this. I mean, this guy's not really moving. They can't board each other. HMS Invincible's kind of out and you know. But I mean, if it had landed here, maybe it could have finished him off with its cannons. It's still got sort of coal, but its suspendium's gone. Still got ammo and crew. We lost a lot of its crew though, and maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't really give that either way personally. Maybe you need to force ram the ship. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I don't think it can actually move anywhere. Can it move? No. I think we'll have to call this. I think we'll have to call this a stalemate. We'll leave that. Exit the combat. Yeah. For now. But maybe we can one last quick rematch. Where are we? HMS Invincible. Let's go. Where is it? Oh, I've gone past it. Way past it. One last one. Here we go. Add. I'll put them this. I'll change them around this side. Add land ship, and it's going to be the maker. Okay. Add. I'm going to speed it up though, so that it's not too boring. And we're going to put it on Smart AI. I'm going to put it at dusk, just because. Toss a coin. Yeah, could toss a coin there, Verbase. I think what we'll do though is we'll put it at dusk, add a bit of suspension, add a bit of suspense, even not suspension. That's me thinking of suspendium, getting confused. And we'll start. We'll put AI control on, and we'll put it on super speed. We're coming from the sun. The advantage is ours, apparently. Oh goodness! Wow, this is really lagging. I'm gonna have to slow this down to touching. There's too many. Oh, it's getting boarded, and I can't actually. I think my laptop's had enough of this. Ammunition's about to blow. Oh my goodness! Play. Weather influences outcome of the battle. Oh, I didn't realise that. I did not know that the weather. Press F1. There we go. Thank you for Bays. Oh, this look, but they're really tearing into each other here. Look, there's holes all the way through the HMS Invincible, and they've taken a big chunk off the back of this this guy here as well. Now, it looks to me like it could well be slow stuff down. Okay, thanks. F1 slow stuff down. Thanks for Bays. It looks to me like there could be a bit of a. I think this guy's going to do... Oh, look, is he boarding? No, why are they just starting shooting now? That's a bit strange. If they run out of ammunition or something? I mean... it looks like... Yeah, I think the maker's going to get this one. I really do. I think the maker might have this one. Oh, no, look at that! It's taking... It's still fighting back. The Invincible is still fighting back, and it's got huge explosions on the back of the maker here. It's like somebody's taken a spoon and just taken a huge scoop out of its skull. It's horrible. But I think most of the Invincible is just not there anymore. Look, I mean, it's held together by tiny bits of the actual ship. Medic, ammo, quick, help. This is going down to the wire here. There's fire. It really does look like it could be anybody's game. Speed it up. See if I can speed it up again this time without it going crazy. I mean, it looked, yeah, again though, it actually looks like it's an actual draw. By the way, F1 is a toggle that's got the current game speed outside of the buttons you have. I see. So if I press play and then press F1 again, oh, is that doing? I'm not sure. Oh, it's getting and they're getting boarded now. The Invincible is actually boarding. Oh, I thought it was gonna. Oh, it still might do it. No, it looks like they're fighting them off. It's. Oh no! It looks like they're doing it. It looks like they're doing it. There we go. Speed up. Well, oh look, half the Invincible's fallen down. But oh no, look, the Maker's been destroyed. The Invincible wins the day. Oh, that is amazing. That was an amazing battle, actually. Right. So the final was the HMS Invincible. I'd just like to say, well done, Captori. It's a very good design. Thank you very much. Draw or not? Yeah, I think we just managed to eke out a win there for the. It was very close though. It was very close, but I think we just managed to get a win for the HMS Invincible. But I genuinely thought the Maker would take it there on quite a few occasions on both of them. So yeah, it was good though. It was interesting. Yeah, basically, I'm gonna try. I might do this same stream again, something similar to this next week. Basically saying only by the skin of its literal butt. Yeah, yeah. It was so close. It was so close. But the winner of the first weekly battle royale was actually the HMS Invincible. So, if any of you guys have got any ship designs you want to recommend to me, or you'd like to sort of put one in for next week, next Thursday I'm going to try and do something similar, because this is quite interesting. It's quite fun. I think playing the game a lot. I do really enjoy this game, but sometimes it sort of needs something a little bit extra to sort of add a bit more interest into it sometimes. And not that it's not an interesting game, but it's a nice game to play on your own and sit back and relax and watch things and look at all the cool little moving things. But when you've got like people watching, I think there's something, because I've done a lot of that sort of stuff already, I need to add something more into it, which is why, hence, started the Battle Royale. Maybe we'll do this for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and see how it goes. So if you watch this and you know of a good design, or you wanted to sort of put one of your own designs in and whatever, please contact me. I always like to hear from you. I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able. And yeah, basically, I think that's it for this week, really. But if anybody's got any questions on the stream, or if anybody wants to sort of just shoot me a comment on the video, that's always appreciated. I did actually download a few different ones that I didn't use today. I'll just go through those quickly because they were pretty cool. I quite like them. What was it? It was the LAN ship. It wasn't the LAN ship. Tennis Design class. I think it was that was it. The Fraf Wendigo. This is maybe you might say an honourable mention. So it was an airship called the Fraf. There we go, Wendigo, and it was by Fartfard's workshop. I just thought it was pretty interesting, but it wasn't actually that much. As you can see here, it was only sort of 3,000 or so. I might actually put it against one of my ships quickly, just one last go. My ships are pretty terrible, and I know they are, but you live and you learn. So HMS Belial, that's not one of mine. That's Cataclysms, cataclystic carrier. Where was it? The Wendigo was there. Widower, no, I don't want to do that. Chief Mothership, my goodness, let's add this was such a terrible design. Here that I made, but hey, let's give it a go. Smart AI, start AI control, about the same cost. I think this was like half a design I sort of just wanted to do and then didn't really sort of finish it off, to be honest. And it looks like it's just, I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, look, there we go. Terrible design by me. But I was going to try the idea was to have like suspendium in the middle and then kind of surround it like a kind of a big sort of sphere, and it just didn't work at all. And then this suspendium just got completely totally so vulnerable, suspendium things like this. But yeah, let's speed it up a touch. They don't seem to have any targets. They seem to be kind of dancing around each other a bit. Not many targets. Oh yeah, the suspendium's gone again. I mean, now the other ship's actually holding it up. So it looks like the chief mothership is a design that was probably best left. Yeah, probably best left. It's just that. It's literally just the engine. Why is this not? I think we can safely say that Fraf Wendigo was a far superior design. Is it just shooting the ground? Why didn't you go up? Go up. There we go. Yeah, it's done. So, anyway, interesting, but not really. So yeah, next week I'll try and do something similar. Thanks very much for everybody who's watched, and thanks for Bays for commenting as always. It's always good to hear from you, buddy. So next week I'll try and do another. This was like an all-time one. Like I did it from all time. So next week I might try and choose 3 from like the past 3 months. Sorry, 2 from each of the classes. So battleships, aircraft carriers, land ships, and buildings. If you've got any suggestions you think would be, you wanted to add another category or something like that, please pop it down. I'd love to consider it and look into it. And yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. It's a pleasure. And yeah, I shall see you guys all again next time. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.